the silent battles within the modern mind. In today's world, people are more connected than ever, yet more anxious, more stressed, and more emotionally exhausted than any generation before. Modern life brings pressure, expectations, fear of the future, constant comparison, and a never-ending noise inside the mind. But there is a timeless source of peace that has been comforting hearts for 1400 years. Islam's spiritual guidance on mental well-being. Islam does not treat mental peace as a luxury. It treats it as a need of the soul, a right of every human being, and a responsibility for believers to cultivate. In this video, we will explore how Islam addresses stress, anxiety, fear, loneliness, trauma, and emotional breakdowns. Not with empty promises, but with deep spiritual principles and divine wisdom. This is not just religion. This is psychology revealed by Allah, the one who created the human heart. 1. The human heart in Islam, not just an organ, but the center of peace. In the Qur'an, Allah describes the heart as the center of emotions, decisions, and inner stability. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. 13:28. Modern psychology says the same. Your emotional world shapes your thoughts, behaviors, and mental state. But Islamic spirituality adds something deeper. The heart is not meant to carry burdens alone. It is meant to be connected to its creator. A disconnected heart becomes heavy. A connected heart becomes peaceful. 2. Why anxiety exists, the Quranic explanation. Allah explains why human beings feel anxiety. We fear losing what we love. We fear not getting what we want. We fear the unknown future. We feel guilty for past mistakes. We carry more responsibilities than our heart was built to carry. Islam teaches that stress is not a punishment. It is a signal, a reminder that the soul needs grounding. Allah says, "Man was created weak," 4:28, meaning we are not meant to carry everything. We are not meant to solve everything. We are not meant to control everything. This is why surrender, tawakkul, trust in Allah, is the strongest therapy for the soul. 3. The psychological power of tawakkul. Trusting Allah's plan. Tawakkul doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing your best and leaving the result to Allah. It removes mental pressure in 3 ways. 1. It frees you from the fear of failure, because Allah judges effort, not results. 2. It frees you from overthinking, because your future is written with wisdom. 3. It frees you from regret, because every outcome is part of a divine plan. The Prophet said, "If you rely upon Allah with true reliance, He will provide for you like He provides for the birds. Birds leave their nests hungry every morning, but return full. That is trust." 4. Stress in Islam, a test with a purpose. Islam acknowledges stress. It never denies it. Even Prophet Muhammad felt sadness, fear, pressure, and worry. What made him strong was not the absence of stress. It was the presence of Allah in his heart. Allah never promised a life without hardship, but He promised peace in the hardship. Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. 2:86. This is an emotional miracle. Your hardship may feel heavy, but it is perfectly measured for your strength. Custom designed for your growth. Not a gram more than you can handle. 5. Islam's solutions to anxiety, scientifically proven. Islam offers a complete system for mental well-being. Modern psychology confirms many of these solutions. 1. Dhikr, remembrance of Allah. Calms the heartbeat, lowers stress hormones, and stabilizes emotions. 2. Salah, prayer, regulates breathing, grounds the body and gives mental clarity. 3. Dua, supplication, acts as emotional release, the Islamic form of talk therapy. 4. Qur'an recitation creates brainwave patterns similar to deep meditation. 5. Gratitude, shukr, rewires the brain toward positivity. 6. Sabr, patience, builds emotional resilience and long-term stability. Islam's healing is not only spiritual, it is psychological, physical, and holistic. 6. The power of dhikr, the heart's greatest medicine. Dhikr means remembering Allah. It is the spiritual equivalent of breathing for the soul. You can lose money, people, opportunities, but if you lose Allah, you lose peace. Dhikr softens the heart, quiets the mind, and removes inner darkness. The Prophet said, "The example of the one who remembers Allah and the one who doesn't is like the living and the dead." A heart that remembers Allah is alive. A heart that forgets Him becomes spiritually dead. 7. Salah, the daily therapy session with Allah. When Allah commanded prayer, He said, "Establish prayer to remember me." 2014. Salah is not a ritual, it is a refuge. Every sujood is a moment where the soul reconnects with its Creator. Every sujood removes a portion of stress you didn't even know you were carrying. The Prophet would tell Bilal, "Call the prayer so we may find comfort in it." For him, prayer was relief, not a burden. 8. Qur'an, the ultimate source of emotional strength. The Qur'an is not only a guide, it is a healing. We send down the Qur'an as a healing and mercy for the believers. 1782. There are verses for fear, depression, sadness, hopelessness, loneliness, confusion, guilt, heartbreak, trauma. The Qur'an speaks to every emotional wound. It is impossible to read it with a sincere heart and not feel comfort. 9. The Islamic view of depression and sadness. Islam never shames people for sadness. Even Prophet Yaqub cried so much that he lost his eyesight from grief. Even Maryam felt overwhelming anxiety and wished she could disappear from the world. Even the Prophet ﷺ cried when his son passed away. Islam teaches, sadness is human. Tears are mercy. Emotional pain is not weakness. Healing takes time. Allah is near to broken hearts. Allah says, "Verily, with hardship comes ease." 94:6. Not after hardship, with hardship. Your pain comes with a hidden companion, ease waiting to appear. 10. Loneliness in Islam. You are never truly alone. Allah says, "I am closer to you than your jugular vein." Every silent tear, every unspoken worry, every lonely night, He sees it all. Islam teaches that true companionship is not from people, it is from Allah, angels, and the Prophet's message that lives in your heart. You may feel alone in the world, but you are never alone in the universe. 11. Trauma and heavy burdens. Islam's method of healing. Life wounds the heart. People disappoint. Memories haunt. The past becomes heavy. Islam heals trauma through 1. Acceptance, rida. Not everything that happened was good, but it had a purpose. 2. Reframing. Hardship does not break you, it shapes you. 3. Growth. Your pain elevates your spiritual rank. 4. Reward. No tear is wasted, no suffering is ignored. Allah says, "Indeed, Allah is with the patient." You don't walk through trauma alone. Allah walks with you. 12. Overthinking, waswas, and anxiety. Satan's psychological tricks. Islam explains that excessive overthinking comes from shaitan whispering, fear, doubt, guilt, negative predictions, worst-case scenarios. Why? Because a distracted mind cannot have a peaceful heart. But Allah says, "Indeed, the plots of shaitan are weak." 476. This means you have power over your thoughts. With dhikr, prayer, and patience, Satan's whispers lose their influence. You take control again. 13. The heart that trusts Allah cannot be broken. A heart attached to people will always break. A heart attached to outcomes will always fear. A heart attached to this world will always be disappointed. But a heart attached to Allah becomes strong, peaceful, unshakable, calm, content, fearless. When Allah becomes enough, stress loses its power. 14. The secret to peace. Surrender to the one who controls everything. True peace begins the moment you stop fighting life and start trusting Allah. You don't know the future, but He does. You can't control everything, but He can. You can't carry every burden, but He lifts them. You don't have all the answers, but He is Al-Hakim, the most wise. Islam's message is simple. Let go of what you can't control. Do your best, leave the rest to Allah. Your heart will breathe again. 15. Healing the modern heart with ancient wisdom. If your heart feels heavy, Islam gives you these steps. 1. Pray regularly, even imperfectly. 2. Read Qur'an daily, even one page. 3. Do dhikr, even a few minutes. 4. Make dua, speak to Allah freely. 5. Practice patience and gratitude. 6. Limit sins, they darken the heart. 7. Choose good company. 8. Avoid overthinking, trust Allah. 9. Forgive yourself and others. 10. Remember, Allah loves the broken-hearted. Your healing is not far. Your peace is not gone. Your heart can still return to its Creator, purified, strengthened, renewed. Your soul was made for Allah, not for stress. This world will never give the heart what only Allah can give. Shops don't sell peace. People cannot guarantee happiness. Life cannot promise stability. But Allah can. If you walk toward Him with a broken heart, He will run toward you with mercy. Islam is not just a religion. It is the therapy of the soul, the medicine of the heart, and the cure for the stressed, worried, overwhelmed mind. May Allah fill your heart with peace.